Welcome to Trips on a Tankful, where we take you to destinations close to major cities that you can get to just with a tank of gas.
We're Howard and Caitlin of the New State Nomads, and if you're looking for a place with scenery far different than the hustle and bustle of Los Angeles or San Diego, head into the mountains for a weekend getaway in Idyllwild. This eclectic hip town has an abundance of fun shops and great dining, all tucked into the beautiful San Jacinto Mountains.
And only a single fill-up will get you there.
Idyllwild feels worlds away with its lush pine forests and mountains, but it's only 115 miles from Los Angeles, or you can make it a day trip from Palm Springs and take the 50-mile drive along the scenic and appropriately named Pines to Palms Highway. The drive up the mountain has a few switchbacks and plenty of epic views. It's definitely an adventure in and of itself. At an elevation of 5,400 feet, this small, unincorporated mountain town has so much to see and do. From great dining and shopping to hiking and sightseeing, there's something for everyone. Plus, where else can you find a mayor that's this fluffy? More on that story in a minute, but first let's start with one of our favorite hiking trails in the area, the Ernie Maxwell Scenic Trail.
This is a very dog-friendly hike. It's relatively easy, but if you start on the southern side, it's uphill, and then you're going downhill when you finish.
You might also notice that Scout has her sweatshirt on and we're bundled up. That's because it is so much colder up here on the mountain. So only a high of about 51 degrees today. So keep that in mind if you are coming up from like San Diego, Los Angeles, or Palm Springs. I like this trail a lot. It's very Caitlin paced because it's beautiful, but it's not too rigorous that you feel like you're dying the entire time because the elevation gain in the trail isn't too bad.
Look at this.
Oh my gosh.
Hello?
Nature is calling. After our mid-morning hike, we headed 5 minutes into town where all the action is. Our first stop was one of the coolest shops in town, Ephemera, owned by Jennifer Thorington and her husband, Sam Marcus.
Had the passion for it, and we decided that we wanted to open a store, but we talked about it for like 5 years. And then all of a sudden we had the opportunity to open it here, and we were like, yep, let's try it. And like within 3 months, it was like, oh my gosh, there's something here.
Packed full of vintage goods from the 40s to the 90s, but we kind of have a 60s, 70s psychedelic vibe.
I think the nostalgia of it brings like that childlike enthusiasm out with most people. What I pick, there's a reason why it's coming with me, because I'm just a channel for it to find its human. So everything in here I know has a home with someone.
There really is no shortage of amazing specialty stores and dining here in Idyllwild. You can stroll through Idyllwild Gardens, a beautiful boutique home and garden shop, catch a flick at the Rustic Theater, grab some gourmet jerky at Coyote Red's, and get your creativity flowing at Earth and Fire, a pottery painting studio. We love Idyllwild Brew Pub for some delicious craft beer, or you can head to one of our new favorites, the Wine Finch, for some curated natural and organic wines.
My husband and I, we love Idyllwild. We bought our home here about 5 years ago. Come up all the time. It's 2 hours. So whether you're in San Diego, LA, Orange County, it's like you're somewhere far away. We're huge fans of natural wine. So we have certified biodynamic, organic, all runs the whole gamut, but it's all natural. Old world and new world wines. There's tons of small businesses. We have no chains up here. So you just get like the feel of everyone's passion every time you go into the business.
Let me tell you something very special about Idyllwild. The mayor of the town is Max, and Max is a dog. And most weekends, Max makes an appearance here and comes and greets people in his town, and he's here right now. We got to meet Max when we were here back in 2019, and so we have photos with him, and I'm just so pumped that he's here. The Mayor Max tradition began back in 2012 when Max the First was elected as mayor during a fundraiser for a local nonprofit called Animal Rescue Friends. Over $30,000 was raised, and Max was inaugurated to a 1-year term. He sadly passed away after only 9 months in office, and Max II stepped up to fill the position. The fluffy mayor has become an icon in Idyllwild, and the tradition continues today. So we just learned a sad story that the Max that we met sadly passed away from cancer, but there are new mayors in training, and they will be here very soon. And Scout got deputized, and she's super official with her gold tie now.
Scout, honey, look at you.
Idyllwild is definitely one of the most dog-friendly towns that we have been to. We brought Scout out for a day of fun, and she's been able to go into most of the shops, obviously do the hike with us. So if you're traveling with your four-legged friends, it's excellent. The restaurant we ate at even allowed pups on their patio. Pharaoh came highly recommended. They have an extensive menu featuring delicious Italian dishes. They even offer gluten-free pizza and pasta. If you're looking for a wonderful sit-down meal in town, head to Pharaoh. And you can top it all off with a sweet treat from El Buen Cacao, a bean-to-bar chocolate shop where everything is made in-house using organically sourced cacao beans grown in Central and South America. From the truffles to the bars to the drinks, everything is handcrafted here.
This machine helps a lot.
And we were given a very special tour by dark chocolate expert Sophia.
We make all our dark chocolate from scratch. So we roast the beans, we grind the beans, we do the whole process. Me and my mom and dad, of course. We go to plantations and there are cacao trees. Known as cacao trees, there are cacao pods. So those cacao pods have little seeds in it, and those are what we grind and roast to make it into liquid. So this is where we roast the beans. It takes the husks off the beans and crushes them.
Do you feel like you know more about chocolate than most kids?
Definitely. Yeah. Because I've been in a chocolate shop for 7 years.
And how old are you?
I am 8 years old.
You can find all these great stops, including Sophia's chocolate shop, restaurants, and activities on Roadtrippers to plan your own Idyllwild getaway. And for even more trips on a Tankful with Roadtrippers and the New State Nomads, check out the playlist below. Thanks so much for watching.